Good afternoon, everybody. This is Simon Marvell, of Acuity Risk Management in London. I'm sorry I can't be with you this afternoon, but I'm going to be talking to you about managing GDPR risks. Acuity Risk Management is a provider of risk management and compliance software and services, and we work through our partner Palzit in Slovenia and other territories in the region. This is the agenda that I want to run through today. So I'll talk first of all about the requirement for a risk-based approach to GDPR compliance, talk about the special case of processing with high-risk operations, give you our view on a practical approach for managing GDPR risks, and then demonstrate how we can do this using our Stream GRC software. And then I'll bring some conclusions together at the end and hopefully leave some time for some questions. I'm going to make reference to quite a few documents which I'll summarise at the end of the presentation, but I understand that the recording of this session is going to be made available to you as well, so hopefully you'll be able to find the references from that recording. So moving on then, the requirements for a risk-based approach runs through GDPR, and I've summarised 3 articles here, all of which require us to consider the risks of varying likelihood and severity for the rights and freedoms of natural persons and to implement appropriate technical and organisational measures. So Article 24, which is responsibility of the controller, requires to take a risk-based approach to demonstrate that our processing is in accordance with the regulation and to review and keep the measures up to date. Article 25 is data protection by design and default. And again, we need to take a risk-based approach to the design so that we can implement the data protection principles, such as data minimisation, for example, and integrate the necessary safeguards. And then Article 32, security of processing, again requires a risk-based approach to ensure that we're deploying an appropriate level of security to match the risk. Now, a very important point there was that we need to assess and manage risk in relation to the impacts on the rights and freedoms of individuals or natural persons, and this is quite different perhaps from risk assessments that you might have undertaken, for example, in information risk or enterprise risk management, where we've tended to be more concerned in the past about the impact on the business, so the financial impact, regulatory, reputational impact, and so on. But with GDPR, it's very much